Hello, my name is Shadley and welcome back for another episode of EU4, me and Texas, as Georgia in Guardians of Silk. I keep switching that intro every time, don't I? Anyway, last time we managed to embrace not one but two different institutions, which allows us to get a bit of text forward, and also our economy is starting to do pretty good now, thanks to the extensive charters reform, which gives a bit more manpower. And therefore we got a higher... Actually, we could even increase our army size now. Well, I might well do that. We can increase the army size, and that's always nice. Did we... Oh, no, they didn't lose any of theirs. I'm pretty sure I can't get any claims over here, can I? Not over there, or over here either. Bit of a shame. Since we do have a lot of... let's go ahead and get another transport in here, actually, because we've got the room. We don't really have that much naval materials, per se, but I'm sure that we can work on that. Influential bureaucrats has expired. That is to be expected. They still got almost 40 influence, so they are still the biggest one. I do wonder, though. So if we want to get the hybrid military, we need to get either... Well, quality ideas will do for that one. The noble power needs to go down, though. It's currently still a bit too high. I believe it is dropping. Well, it hasn't been dropping now. They got an okay amount of loyalty. I wonder, what sort of support actions could we do for them? City marriage would give them power, so not that one. Unpopular relative would be a bit of legitimacy loss, which I kind of would like to avoid. There's the ancient liberties, which would be a bit of prestige and centralization. That's something that we could do. That would be the 10 loyalty from there. What I'm thinking is I would like to do something that is going to reduce the... some of the privileges over here, basically, what they have. Like, for example, the money obligations. If we could start getting a bit more money out of nobility, that'd be nice. I don't know how easy it's going to be. Ancient liberties, that would 10%. I'm pretty sure that if we have a look at this, for example, noble dues, that is going to be minus 40 loyalty. So we need to do something to do that first. I'm not going to do that right now, but that's something to keep in mind. Of course, another thing that we could do is try to start curtailing their power. Leverage the nobility, no, that would be diplomatic reputation. That would be the extra... Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, it's this one. That's minus 25 loyalty. We probably shouldn't do that right now because we've still got the recent reform. But something like that to start dropping the power even further would be appreciated. And one thing that I suppose, well, maybe not right now, but somewhere in the future we can start increasing the burger power even further. And start sort of relying them more and more. Or relying on them rather. Oh, truce with Mogulistan has ended. Right, I forgot that we even had the war. Is this still allied to Mogulistan? Yes. Alright. We do have a claim there. I wonder, did we actually manage to convert any of the population? Maybe, maybe not. I think the percentage is still dropping though. And we got the various construction works over here. I think a lot of the constructions haven't just been completed. At least they've gotten a little bit completed. Not necessarily all the way. Odishi, you building the road? How far are you? Ooh, you still need a lot of peasantry and a lot of raw and industrial resources, but that shouldn't really be a problem. I'm pretty sure that we've got plenty of production for both. Oh, I don't think we actually need that one. I suppose what we could do is we could put in one of the diplomats for our allies once more. Just to keep the relations with them fairly decent. Once we paid off the loans, we'll probably invest a little bit in infrastructure, but also start upgrading some of the castles that we have. Because they are starting to drop a little bit behind in the tech, so to speak. There we go. Naval Morale and Global Naval Engagement with both go up. We had to renew the loans, unfortunately, so the inflation went up quite a bit. But it is slowly being reduced. And as soon as we can pay off another loan, then that's going to improve the situation even further. Pretty sure we can pay off both of the loans before the next time that they would be renewed. Now, that is assuming that we don't need to take another loan for the scientific method, which, to be fair, is not that far-fetched. Well, it looks like the corruption is still going down just as much as the meritocracy is impacting, so without that it would actually not be going right now. Or going down right now, but that's fine. Right, so trapezoid, we could make that into a state, because I think this is going to be quite a useful area for us. Admittedly, it's probably not going to be all that cheap to make them into... Well, we can make one of them right now. The other one is going to have to wait a little bit. We should almost have the points for the Miltech as well now. Admittedly, we are still behind in Miltech. But the situation could certainly be a lot worse. Oh, right, I did the taxes, so that's why we went as close as I thought we would be. But 424 points isn't that bad. The sooner we get the scientific method, the better. And then, yeah, that's going to be another 15 to 20 points. Or I suppose it's maybe not quite that much from some of them. Let's see, so it's 15 points actually on... So 15 to 25 actually. And it's going to be 30 probably once we get the regular pay. But hopefully we can now start catching up in tech again. Or at least in terms of the institutions. And also a little bit in the tech as well. That we should be able to do... Oh, we are about to unlock another idea group. Now that's a question. What do we want? Technically speaking, if we want to get the... What was it again? The enlistment, we need to have a standing army, professional army, or grand army ideas. And standing army would be... Hold on a minute, is that... Standing army quality would lead to professional. So if we take standing army... Well, it would be another military idea group right now, so maybe not quite yet. That wouldn't be too bad, though. But perhaps we should take something from... I mean, bureaucracy ideas might not be bad, although we've done a lot of the bureaucratic stuff already. Empire might actually be pretty good. If I remember correctly, that one had the stability, prestige, elite power from autonomy goes down, and max centralization goes up. Hard treatment cost, capital infrastructure cost, pathing infrastructure cost, and monthly autonomy. Unjust demand change, rival cost, and yearly centralization, and income from vassals, a vassal force limit contribution. So those actually are quite good. What is the combo thing here? National unrest. Ah. Oh, hold on a minute. Astrakhan is fighting a war against Turkish Empire. Is this a independence? No. Imperialist war. Imperialist war? Wait a minute. Well, I mean, I suppose it is almost 1700, so that kind of makes sense. Oh, but we can get the Miltech. Let's go ahead and take that now. So, better tactics, better morale, and infantry shock. All very good things. Morrison needs a fair bit more admin points. But yes, about the idea group. So, Empire Ideas is pretty good for us. Humanist might not be a bad one either. Because that would give us the... Well, less unrest and also promoted cultures and all that. Seems like all those would be good. Or innovative. Ooh, actually, innovativeness. Knowledge output, admin tech cost minus 15, militech cost minus 15, global institution. Okay, yeah, innovativeness ideas it is then. That's just too good to not take. But we're still a little bit away from actually getting that though. But that is going to reduce the tech cost so much that, yeah, I think soon enough the tech cost. I mean, let's see. 15% is going to be 60 points off the cost at the base value. Right, how strong is Turkish Empire now? They've gone back to 44,000, so they've certainly grown again. We're going to increase our army size to 28,000. Let's go ahead and do that, I think. Let's put another infantry in there. Right now, it's just mostly going to be a sieging army. Regardless, so it shouldn't really have that many, or that much need for extra troops, or like extra cavalry, for example. Cannons, probably, but I want to have at least a little bit of a front line there first. Before I start putting the cannons. How's the Briz doing in terms of the conversions now? It's got 43% Orthodox. Oh. So it's almost a maturity already. Well, there's a 10% difference. Right now, if we convert another 5% or so, then that should already get us pretty darn close to being the maturity in there. Oh, we should be able to pay off another loan very shortly. Also, I do believe that in about... Is it 3 years? Also, we should be able to... Oh, Aristocrats took over finally. Right, so I believe in about 3 years we will be able to do reforms again. Yeah, August 1664. Still hoping to get another claim over here at some point, but might be easier said than done. Oh, Metropolitans took over again. Alright, well that didn't last all that long then, did it? Inflation is going down. How is the... Oh wow, well, 38 development now. So the development over here is going up rather nicely. I dare say. There's a lot of industry. Oh, no, we lost. I'm not a moose. Let's get another Rommel, shall we? 1321. Okay, that's fairly average. It's actually 1 star, but it's still... Oh, right. We might want to do a bit of rebel suppression again. There we go. So that should mean that most of these are actually not going to be a problem. There's only 2 that might still fire, but even those are unlikely. Ah, yes. Let's have a look at the loans here. So both of these are the same values. Just pay off one of them. So we're now getting almost 12 ducats per month. We're still pretty far down, though, and the next loan is going to be... Okay, it is actually November 1664. So we've still got some time. Oh, so discontent colonial range, trade range. Ah, okay. Is there anything else? Naval force limit modifier plus 5%. Did we get the road completed in Odyssey already? No, not yet. Still missing things. Missing a lot of things, actually. Although, they have gotten some of them in there now. Since the last time we checked. Oh, hello. We've got a lot of points. Let's go ahead and get a claim over here. Oh, and we're getting that underway finally. There we go. How is our... Religious unity is still below 60%. We have started converting a little bit more to provinces, but it's still relatively small overall. Now, of course, I think that... No, actually, I don't think that is affected by the autonomy all that much. Speaking of autonomy, how is that... Ooh, it's almost 40% at our capital now. Alright, well, that means that... well, it's still a few years away, probably, at least. From getting the scientific method fully present there. It's currently at 60% there, so yeah, it's probably gonna be like early 1666 once we have it there, which is fine. In just a few years, by that time we might get 1 more tech or something like that. Like, it's not really that bad. What we do need to start thinking about, though, is expanding a bit more soon. Now, of course, first we need to... Well, I suppose we've done the coring already. Maybe getting the next admin tech would be quite nice, to be fair. We've still certainly got some way to go to achieve our goals for this series. Oh, there's a war going on. Are they fighting? Oh, they are fighting a production. Why is the... Oh, Commonwealth declared war against... Polish crusade against Nogai-Ortu. Right, Nogai-Ortu, do you have any allies? I don't think you do. I mean, sure, I guess I'll join. I don't see why you need me there, but sure. I'll take the favors from it at least. Right, so the idea for me was to declare war over here. I suppose I could still do that. Especially if I declare war directly on them. That is a fort level 8 though. Wow, that is a bit high. Right, but I suppose they got +6 from that. It's a capital and then 1 from garrison. That does track. But we need 16,000 men to siege that. It is 34 development. Oh, wow. It's almost as much as our capital. Alright, well, let's go ahead and move this army over here. Once we're there, we can declare war. That should not be a problem for us. Let's go with medium looting. Of course, we won't be doing any looting on this war. The Turkish Empire, are you still fighting? Who are the Turkish Empire fighting, actually? It says Astrakhan, okay. Right, so that nation might be kind of ceasing to be, so to speak. Although I don't know if they can take all of that. Maybe not. Do we have more room for troops by chance? Oh yeah, we do. Alright. Let's get a 5th infantry. And then we'll get a cannon. I thought we had the 5th infantry already underway, but it may have happened right before taxes or something. And it sometimes doesn't actually build the troops in that point. Right, so how is Europe looking like? As crazy as usual. Oh, right, we know all of Arabia now as well. That's really handy. Banu Khalid, you are allied to Zabir, Anugab, and Case. Corsica is allied to the Turkish Empire, Hejaz, and Damask. But there's a few enemies over there. Oh! Why is no guy sending troops towards me? Are they just trying to run away? That's, I suppose, a possibility. So we'll get our troops in here, we'll do a war against Badakhshan, we'll siege down the capital, and... Oh, it's already 100%. Troops in Zabulistan has ended. Who are you allied to? Garamewar. How much would that be to... Oh wow, you've got no troops whatsoever. The other two, on the other hand, do have quite a bit more. Like, sure enough, me and my vassals already have almost 50,000. We've got 48,000. But that would be only just about enough to match their infantry. So Gari is actually the one with the massive army. So I suppose Mewari has quite a bit. Right, but yeah, I'm not going to declare war there then. Not now, anyway. Another one that we do... Ooh, there we go. That's a truce. Full annexation. We're getting 34 favors. Not entirely sure how, why, or when, but I'll take it. Right, so if I was to declare war over here, just to make sure Mogulistan will not even join this. Oh. Right, if we do the Holy War, then we can do the... Yeah, I mean, that should be fine. We can probably do the Holy War Casablanca already. Just me versus them. VJ wants to... Okay, you want to fight Zabulistan and a few others? Oh, Mewar and Malwa and Hindustan, Multan, Zabu... Okay, that's a big war. I actually want to see how that shows on the map. So Hindustan, you're fighting... Ooh. Right, and then Mewar. Oh, let's have a look at Zabulistan. So you got Mewar on your side, and possibly a few others. Fighting a massive... Ooh, hold on a minute. Is this support independence? No, it's a conquest from... Or Katenga's conquest. Casus Belli there. Alright. Well, in that case, if I wanted to check the... So Gara and Mewar would still both join, but there would be some of them... Their troops at least would be busy elsewhere. So that's a possibility. Oh, is that actually going to my lands, or is that just casually wandering around here? Might be going... Well, they may have been trying to go somewhere, and then they had still set the target as... was, well, before the annexation. They might be just running through. If they do run... Oh, actually, Nugai Yorotu, so where are they? They're going over here. Is it going to walk all the way through? I mean, it's a possibility. Or maybe it's going to go into... Is it going to go into Katenga's lands, maybe? Or it's going to go into the corner there. That's also a possibility. But yeah, we've got a second army now that could actually take a little bit more of the task of rebel suppression in here. We can do all the way there, and then the other army can just do the fighting for now. If there are some bigger fish to fry, so to speak. Right, so it at least it's moving. Oh, now it's moving back to Jaron. And the Rend has been converted once more. It's still 45%. I mean, it's 49,000 Orthodox now, so I think the numbers are slowly going up. It's just so darn slow that it's going to take forever to get that fully converted. Still got quite a few states that we could make, but at the same time, that would take a lot of admin points to actually achieve that. Plus, a lot of the areas are fairly high. Although the autonomy has started dropping quite drastically. Is there anything over here in the reforms that we could perhaps do with that? Was there something that required the autonomy to be certain? Well, that would be something, I don't think we had a point for that. Nope. Admin efficiency would go up, though. And there's that one. No, that one requires a lot more things. Autonomy 65. Oh, low. Oh! Right, so if we can get... Well, I don't think we can get it quite that low. But this would be really good because, well, I mean, other than the fact that we lose stability when implementing this, but that would increase the basic welfare, provincial corruption would go down, global autonomy would go down a little bit, and then stability increase interval as well. So that would be quite nice, and that is one of the things that we are probably, well, we would have needed to get the meritocracy if we hadn't conquered Trebizond's lands, which gave us that sort of for free. Well, I suppose not entirely free, but close enough. The corruption is still slowly dropping, and my goodness, there is a lot of sieging going on down here. I wonder if Zabulistan might be... I mean, Mewar, you got occupied these provinces. Gara, on the other hand... Okay, they got war exhaustion as well, okay. Military engineer died. That was a bureaucrat. What do we have? We got already a bureaucrat and a worker. Manpower trading costs, I mean, that wouldn't be too bad, actually. Or the siege ability, that would also be quite useful right now. That is a Muslim advisor, though, so there's a risk for a scandal. But let's go ahead and get the master recruiter, I suppose. It's a little bit more monthly cost, but also it allows us to get the ideas perhaps a little bit faster. Ooh, although, getting the Star Fort unlocked, that would be a more military tactics again. And artillery fire would go... Oh, wow. Yeah, this is the one that we need for the really good artillery. Have we actually not gotten any progress on this siege yet? Are we really that bad? I suppose it's, is it on mountains? It's probably not the easiest terrain anyway, and then if they got really high forts and garrisons in there, So the siege ticks take a while, and right now it's just the chances of getting things are, oh yeah, it's almost double siege length there, so it's about a month and a week or so per tick. There's going to be a fair bit of attrition in this, but I suppose it's not really that bad yet. It says that it's 1.6% there. Okay, 2.4%. And now it's just take over. Right, so how far? Okay, it's already 140 days now. Okay, there we go. We got our first set of progress in there. Yeah, it's 36 days, prestige tick. Genoa is no longer a valid rival. I wonder why. Is there any other option? Oh, right, I'm at war. I can't set up a new rivals. Well, that does make sense. The conversion to Tabriz, and legitimacy is still going up rather rapidly, so that is definitely good news. I think just a few more months and we should be able to pay off this last loan here. Okay, that might take a bit more than just a few more months. Still getting 8 ducats per month at least, so it's not that bad, but it could be a bit better. I think the realm extras is going up, and I suppose the advisor cost just went up by another ducat as well. More or less, so yeah, there's a few things that have caused a bit of an issue there. We could afford increasing the army size again. Go ahead and get it to 2 cavalry, 5 infantry, 3 cannons. That should be something that I can fight smaller armies off, but at the same time is not too heavy in terms of cavalry or anything like that. Although I suppose the upkeep, well actually I don't know about the upkeep cost of individual regiments in this. Like it says that the ducat cost is basically the same, if I remember correctly, regardless of the regiment, but it's the material cost that is probably a bit different. Oh no, they brought in the troops here. Admittedly, it's not all that much troops. And did it, wait, why is this here? And why is it going in there? Oh, it's probably just calculating something. Or it was built when this army was going out. Trying to deal with some of the rebellions, maybe. And thus it didn't have the location to go to. Or the army to go to as such. Alright, I guess that's the reason then. Combine those. Right, I'm almost tempted to... Oh, but we need to have 8 cannons there. Okay, we can't do that then. So we really are just stuck here sieging. I mean, we've probably taken quite a bit of attrition already. 5,000 men. Okay, it's actually not that much. Considering that it's been in 2 years. More or less. I mean, this year we might be able to do a bit of reforms. We do actually have an okay amount of points right now. Question is, what sort of reforms do we want to do? And of course, that's probably going to be something that we'll do in the next episode. But that gives me a little bit of time to think about it, really. Okay, well that siege is going to take forever, and they can't siege this one down because they don't have the manpower for that. Right. They might loot the place a little bit, I suppose. Did we get the... No, we never got the capital over here. It's probably something that we should do, though. Because this would be quite important, or nice location for it. Also, well, in Tabriz we got the level... Oh, we lost the level 1 in Tabriz, actually. Well, I'll be... Oh man, but the capital's autonomy is still dropping. It's not quite as much anymore, but it was dropping quite a while. We lost the philosopher. Alright, let's deal with that, and then that's probably where we're going to have to end this episode. We might want to... Ooh, actually, the inflation reduction, even though it is aristocrat advisor, I think it might be useful. Not to mention more admin points. Actually, it's the same amount as we were getting before, but reducing the inflation a bit faster is definitely good. Suppose we could quickly pay off the loan, because that's the last loan remaining. There we go. But with that, I'm afraid we are out of time. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.